All right, you guys, the time is now. The brand new trailer for the upcoming expansion pack, which we already know because all the information leaked. It's called For Rent, is up now. It was live premiering just a few minutes ago as I was getting things set up and ready. I can't wait to watch it. I can't wait to react to it. And yes, of course, it's called The Sims 4 For Rent now that I hit the refresh button and the live premiere is finished. But we already know this information. As I told you guys, all of the information that was in the leak Anadius posted was 100% true. And now, of course, you can see that. All right, now that this is up and ready, we're going to watch and react to it and discuss. We already know the key features, so I feel like I'm not really going to be disappointed as I kind of have my expectations set. And this is why I always say, like, and you guys even mention it in the comments, like, this has to be EA leaking this, or this has to be the Sims team leaking this. And honestly, I can totally see that being a reoccurring scenario pack after pack, because if you think things are leaking before they're announced, it kind of sets the expectation at a certain level so that when the announcement hits, there isn't as much negativity because everyone kind of already expected it. For those that are disappointed, you know, they can kind of get that out of the way. Whereas if nothing leaked and this was announced, I feel like there would definitely be a lot more negativity and just criticism in general, which in my opinion, criticism is not a negative thing at all. So I don't know, maybe they do leak these things early to get an initial reaction from us. But with that aside, let's watch this and see exactly what it's giving here. I am afraid to put the sound on because of copyright, but without further ado, let's get things going here. I can already tell by the architecture, we are finally out of North America, and that excites me so much. These little shops here are so cute. Wait, I see a little boat. Ooh, I could bet you that's probably just a shell. We probably won't be able to actually get on those boats and ride them around, but maybe I'm wrong. Let's keep watching. Oh, okay, this is really cool. So property owners, tenants, obviously we knew that, okay? But I'm just happy we're finally out of North America. We appear to be over in Asia, which is amazing. So happy to see a world inspired by Asia, or more specifically, Southeast Asia. Man, I just cannot wait to start harassing tenants. Like, it is going to be pretty darn fun. I'm not gonna lie, these transitions are like really fire. Also, the hot water heater, that's pretty cool. So I'm guessing that things and stuff can break and you have to make sure that you're fixing people's appliances and stuff. God, I'm just really hoping that this thing isn't just buggy. Like, the whole concept of Dine Out was so cool pre-release, and then of course after it was released and we saw how buggy it was, we were like, yeah, I don't know about this. I'm just hoping it's not the same with this. You know, there's a lot of moving parts, it seems, with having tenants, and from the leaked key features, evictions, and looks like keeping up to date on the maintenance and all of that stuff. But of course, I'm crossing my fingers. Oh, wait a minute. Oh my gosh, rice cooker? Here we go. Pad Thai noodles. We saw that hint previously. Lots of new food coming. I'm excited for that. Oh, loud music. When I tell you, this is probably the biggest thing that annoys me living in an apartment or a connected house. They are really bringing the realism of apartment life into The Sims 4 now, aren't they? And I like the effects that they have too, with the muffling and the walls shaking. I love that. Oh my God, fish market. No, hold on, we gotta go back for a second. I need to take another look at this. Oh, this is so freaking cool. Okay, I live for this. Please tell me we're actually gonna be able to like buy things from it. And I hope that we could like run something like this too. That'd be so cool if we could, but I'm not gonna get my hopes up for that. But this better be something we can interact with and not be a freaking shell. Here we go, breaking and entering. I was just saying not too long ago, this is literally the perfect time for them to introduce burglars, okay? Maybe have the burglars be a part of the free patch update and then have this be in the expansion. Like, there is no perfect time than this to introduce them, unless this is their way of saying, these are the burglars now. This is what they look like. They don't come in a little burglar outfit. I did like the burglar outfit though. Not the mold. Hold on, there's a lot more than I thought there would be here. Wait, what was that? Wait a minute. He died from like infection or something. So can you die from the mold spores? Oh my gosh, if you have enough mold, I'm guessing you could die from it and then it starts growing out of you? Is that what they're trying to say here? This is kind of crazy. Hold on. not the mushrooms growing out of him. This is insane, but I like that. That's cool. I mean, that's a pretty common occurrence in like apartments, you know, if you've ever lived in one. Is mold is usually an issue. Sometimes there are bug infestations too, and not necessarily because of you, but if a place is connected, things can cross over and come into your apartment. For example, bed bugs and roaches and stuff. So I think it would be pretty cool to see something like that added, but I don't think they would. But this is a pretty neat addition. We love new death types, guys. We love new death types. This is one thing I really do want to say though. Oh my gosh, that little car is so cute. That's probably decor though, I'm guessing, but please tell me, because they've been collaborating with a lot of simmers, you know, to make these packs, get them built up nicely and pushed out to the public. I'm hoping that they have collaborated with actual Southeast Asian players to build these builds. I don't want to see American players building these things. Let's get people from those regions, from those cultures to be building. And I'm hoping that they reveal that in a blog post. They normally launch a blog post with the trailer. So when we're done this, we're going to go check and see if there's anything to read, but I'm crossing my fingers that that is exactly what they have done with this expansion pack. Yeah, that's it, guys. Get busy December 7th. I can already tell you, you're seeing a lot of buildings here in this shot, a lot of buildings in the background. Manage your expectations. We know how The Sims 4 is. A lot of that is probably shells. You can't interact with it. You can't go there. It's probably just a few lots that you see here in the foreground behind the text that you can go to and go inside. So want to just set that bar right now, because I know a lot of people probably get excited. They're like, oh my God, look at all those apartments. No, babies. It's The Sims 4. We got to remember here, there's a lot of limitations, but I won't lie, from what I'm seeing, this looks really cool. Okay. This looks like a very neat concept. It definitely does give city living, but they're definitely expanding on it further, adding a lot more new elements. And I'm probably going to be playing here with this a lot more than I'm going to be playing in San Myshuno with those apartments, I will say. I love those docks. I just really wish we could build houses on them like we could in Sulani. Like, I want more pack integration. Like, can we bring a lot of that stuff over to other packs and other worlds? Being able to take the boats out on the water, have the land and water lots combined. Like, I would love to be able to build here the same way we can build in Sulani. So I really hope that that's a thing, but also I am not getting my hopes up for that either. But this is coming out on December the 7th, guys. It's November 2nd now, so a little over a month. And of course, that is on a Thursday. 1, 2, 3, 4, so 5 weeks from today, guys. Very, very exciting. Here is the bonus content. Again, I want to say this because I mentioned it in the last video and I think a time before. You don't need to pre-order for this. As long as you buy the pack by January 18th, you're going to get the Street Eats digital content, which we heard about in the leak, but now we have official pictures and videos. We have a Quick Treats Grill, Street Side Stars Shade, and Peak Freshness fruit basket. So you're gonna get these items if you order it by January 18th, and the pack comes out December 7th, so you don't need to pre-order for this stuff. And I always tell you guys, I know some of you like to pre-order, but I always say just don't pre-order. You have nothing to lose if you don't pre-order, okay? You have to think, there have been issues before where some people couldn't even access their games and their packs on release day if they pre-ordered. Like, it wouldn't let them download. And then those that didn't pre-order, that bought it on release day, they got to actually play it first. We've had that issue occur a couple of times. Save your money, wait for reviews, wait for more content, and wait to pre-order. It doesn't hurt you. It can only help you. But that's just my 2 cents. Of course, do with your money as you wish. But I'm generally curious to hear what you guys think about this. I don't know, I'm kind of living for it. I was already intrigued from the leaked key features, and I had already set my expectations, but I didn't expect them to show even more here in this trailer than they did in the key features. So it seems like this is gonna be a decently sized expansion pack. I don't wanna get my hopes up. I don't wanna jinx anything either, but it's looking like it's already going to be better than Horse Ranch. And I think the reason why is because I feel like most of the budget with Horse Ranch probably went into the horses themselves and the animations for them, and they probably didn't have much left to allocate elsewhere for other things, you know? But that's just my opinion. I'm curious to see what you guys think about this. And of course, there probably is a blog post, so we are going to just jump straight into that. All right, you guys, there is a blog post out. We have some images, we have some renders. I love the mailbox. I love that. No, that's literally what my mailbox looks like. Like, I need to go out and get my mail because it is kind of insane. So let's dive into this together.
Oversee multiple residential rentals as you bring neighbors together, literally. Finally, it's time to open your door to new rental opportunities in the picturesque world of Tamarang. Experience the neighborhood as a property owner or tenant, fix utilities, deal with unruly neighbors, create a community, and even manage multiple residential rentals.
We know that hot water heater is going to be broken all the time. That was a major problem growing up, at least for me. Literally all the time had to have that thing fixed. And I don't know about you, but I can't live without some hot water. I need my hot showers.
In The Sims 4 For Rent expansion pack, players will have the opportunity to build and create a variety of dwellings, including townhomes, duplexes, apartments, and more. Players will discover that close living quarters make for some of the most harmonious relationships that will either bring the community together or drive it apart.
That's probably one thing that I'm most excited for with this expansion pack is we are able to create duplexes. Like basically we have one lot and we can create multiple living quarters for different households on that lot. That's at least what I'm gathering from this. So there's a lot of possibilities with that, especially with the community and what they can build and create, you know? Like imagine the different variations of townhomes, duplexes, and apartments that Simmers are going to create and upload onto the gallery. I'm also interested to see how the gallery is going to sort and show that content. Like, will you be able to select a subcategory like townhome, duplex, or apartment in case you're looking for something specific, or will it all be considered under one category? So I have a lot of questions with that, but I just can't help but imagine the possibilities with this.
Now, answer the door and get ready to discover the drama at your doorstep. Welcome to Tamarang. Soul, neighbor. Welcome to the bustling city of Tamarang, a scenic world nestled in a lush tropical landscape and vibrant city skyline. In a world alive with possibilities, Tamarang breathes new life into the many stories that can be told in multifamily dwellings. Inspired by a unique blend of tradition and modernity, Sims can immerse themselves in this Southeast Asian-inspired world and discover various new exciting community activities.
So 100% confirmed that this world is Southeast Asian inspired. So of course, they did listen to players because this was high up on the list for requested worlds and where they would like the Sims team to take inspiration from. So I'm going to go ahead and give 10s where 10s are due. Thank you, the Sims team. Thank you, thank you.
To reflect elements of Southeast Asian culture, the Sims team proudly collaborated with Jason Chu, an Asian American rapper, social justice advocate, and cultural expert with family roots in Southeast Asia, to consult on the For Rent expansion pack to deliver more choices with how players explore and express their individuality.
This is what I was talking about. This is what we want to see. These are the kind of collaborations that make sense for the kind of expansion pack they're portraying. Now I just hope that as far as builds and stuff in game, they also have collaborated with Southeast Asian players as well.
When your sim needs a break from the hustle and bustle of a big city, they can relax in the green haven of the botanical gardens, visit an animal sanctuary, or leave incense or fruit offerings at the Spirit House, while child Sims can play hopscotch and marbles in the park.
I saw that. The hopscotch and marbles. So cute. Oh my gosh. Great additions. The world looks beautiful too. I love this. I love the lantern lights as well. This is probably going to end up being one of my favorite worlds too. It is gorgeous from what we've seen, and I'm sure there's still much more to see. And I'm just honestly curious as to what you guys think. Like, is this your vibe? Are you excited? Like, does this have you intrigued, or are you just not interested at all? I really want to see the general interest of what is being shown here.
As Sims move into these new residential rentals, it's inevitable that they will get tangled up in each other's lives. From basement suites to duplexes, Sims can discover drama right at their doorstep, as they will have ample opportunity to discover each other's secrets by eavesdropping, snooping, or even breaking and entering.
We knew those things from the key features leak, the eavesdropping, snooping, breaking, and entering, which is nice. Again, hoping for burglars in the free patch update for everyone. It's only fair, and it's only due to us because we waited long enough for that. But the basement suites, I can't wait to see more on that. That was pretty cool. Okay, so I guess we're gonna see here in this image how exactly things are like allocated. So I guess maybe there's gonna be a setting in build by, or like in the manage world somewhere, where you basically select which apartment is which, because you can see this left side side here is outlined with blue, but this right side here is outlined with pink. So even though this is one building, one home on one lot, you can see it is divided up into two, which I'm assuming is for different families. And I really like that.
With so much to chat about, Sims can head on over to the city's iconic night market for an evening stroll. After exploring a world aglow with lanterns, buzzing with vendors, tantalizing foods, and unique items, Sims can be inspired to eat like locals at home, where they can cook dishes including khao nyao mamuang, tofu pad thai, pancit baihan, Burmese samosa soup and bon quan. After their meals, Sims can enjoy a halo halo and a Thai iced milk tea.
Let's go. Thai iced milk tea? Tofu pad thai? I'm so excited. This is amazing. You guys, you know, who doesn't like having more food in The Sims? Who doesn't like having new additions like that? I love food in real life, so when we get new food in The Sims, it makes me just as excited, honestly. These are some great additions, of course, foods and recipes that directly match where this world is taking inspiration from. We love to see it.
A new type of lot in town. We know apartments and multi-residential rentals have been highly requested by players, and we wanted to ensure that this feature offered enriched and immersive gameplay that expands on the multitude of storytelling opportunities. The Sims 4 for Rent expansion pack introduces a new dimension to housing options, enhancing the overall depth and complexity of Sims relationships, personalities, and experiences. For the first time ever in The Sims 4, Simmers can build a fully customizable multi-unit dwelling where multiple Sim families can live on the same lot. This is possible in any livable The Sims 4 world.
This is what I was nervous about because it was obvious they were going this route, you know, the multiple dwellings on a single lot, but I was worried, like with Snowy Escape, most of the new stuff tied to that world. With Sulani, a lot of that stuff tied to that world that came with that pack. Same goes with High School Years. But this can be done in any livable lot, in any livable world. The possibilities for this are going to be endless. There's so many possibilities. I think this will probably end up being one of the better expansion packs, at least just from what I'm reading here. Like, this is exciting, guys. Again, can't wait to see what Simmers do and what they upload to the gallery.
In Tamarang, these gorgeous dwellings feature versatile wooden window shades, homes on stilts near scenic beaches, as well as historic bridges. For interiors, there are traditional wood carvings and rattan furniture available alongside traditional Southeast Asian-inspired rugs, chairs, tiles, and lamps. New residential rentals allow a Sim to get creative with fully customizable multifamily dwellings. Give your Sims a basement suite to rent out, create a cozy duplex for close families, or even build spacious apartments for large families. Community events, like a potluck and pool parties, provide the perfect opportunities for Sims to engage with their neighbors and get a sense of community within their residential rental.
We got a little taste of that in the trailer.
Property management. Sims can soon evolve into savvy property owners and live amongst tenants or maintain separate residences while generating income from multiple property investments. While being at home can be relaxing, property owners may face a tenant revolt if you allow your ratings to slip too low, amongst other potential surprises including insect infestations and challenges including mold.
Okay, there we go. Insect infestations. Maybe that was in the trailer and I just completely missed it, but I definitely saw the mold. And these are very real things that do happen, you know, amongst close living quarters in real life. I'm just really worried about the performance because it seems like it's a pretty interesting system with how it works. You know, there are ratings and stuff, so of course my mind instantly just goes to Dine Out. I just hope that everything works properly and runs good, runs smoothly. But yes, we won't really see much until we get some sort of deep dive live stream or until we get video clips or even until it comes out. So I'm definitely setting my expectations for that on the lower side, just so I'm not too disappointed if of course performance isn't up to par, which if we're looking at their track record, sometimes just isn't, you know.
To further immerse players into the world of For Rent, Sims can gain 4 new aspirations, 5 traits, and a new fear that help create unexpected and exciting stories. Tenants can experience evictions, and as a result, fears now include a tenant being afraid of being evicted due to misbehavior, but don't worry, you can always give someone a second second chance.
Okay, wow. 4 new aspirations, 5 traits, and a new fear. I guess we don't know the specifics of all of those things just yet, but we will definitely find out in due time. I'm sure they're going to be Guru Q&As on Twitter, or maybe not, because there really weren't any for Horse Ranch. That pack kind of came in wet. They were silent as day with that one, which is why I was really thinking maybe it was just something they weren't super proud of, because they were not talking about it or hyping that up. But I hope that things are a lot different with this pack. I hope we get a lot more information over time before release.
On the flip side, property managers have their own layer of responsibility. It's not all fun and games. Property owners can visit and do inspections, shoring up any broken objects, including the new water heater and electrical fuse box utility objects. No tenant is going to want cold water or flickering lights.
Absolutely not. We got a taste of both of those objects in the trailer. I'm pretty excited for this, guys. This looks like a pretty good expansion pack. But also at the same time, even thinking back to some of my least favorite expansions, they were marketed very, very well before release, you know? It's not hard for the Sims team to create a very misleading trailer, so I'm trying not to get too excited, but I just naturally want to get so excited, you know? But I'm for sure hoping that this trailer isn't like a lot of other trailers, more specifically in terms of it being misleading.
Sims can also have aspirations to become the nosiest of seeker of secrets, a 5-star property owner, the local fount of Tamarani knowledge, or a discerning dweller, the best neighbor and tenant ever.
Well, there we go. It looks like we found out that information right here.
To make these communities even more interesting, Sims have 5 new traits. Sims can be nosy, generous, cringe, child of the village, and the elder specific wise, as wisdom comes with age.
Okay, I like these traits. The cringe one though, that's hilarious. No, nosy is definitely a good one, okay? That's very true for a lot of people. Maybe me a little bit. I like to do a little bit of lurking, a little bit of snooping from time to time, if you feel me.
If you purchase the For Rent expansion pack anytime from November 2nd to January 18th, you'll have access to our Street Eats digital content, which allows you to bring the night market flavor home with a grill cart, street umbrella, and fruit basket.
These are really, really cute. Again, I'm gonna say it again. You don't have to pre-order for this. You have until January 18th to buy it after release. That's like more than a whole month after the game is officially released, and you can still get this content. And even if you don't, if you play on PC, if you play on the computer, there's going to be a couple of lovely users over on Twitter that throw all of these things in a package file for you to put in your game for free. So you can always just wait for that. So of course, this comes out on December 7th. You guys gotta let me know what you think about this. I don't know, it's pretty promising. I'm just really nervous about like how they divide these properties up amongst tenants or households, how that's gonna perform in the game, if it's gonna be loaded with bugs and glitches. I just can't help but think about these things. I know some of you are like, oh my gosh, Matt, you're being a negative Nancy. But at this point, it's like the reason why I think of these things and I say these things is because I look at the track record. If there wasn't a track record of these things with The Sims 4, I wouldn't bring them up every time a pack is releasing, you know? So I feel like that's a very valid thing to bring up and discuss, and cross my fingers that we don't see going forward. But if we do, I won't be surprised because I'm just kind of used to it at this point. So share your thoughts below on Sims 4 for Rent. Of course, if there's more news, more information, I will be back with another video. I'm going to be scrounging the internet for more info to share with you guys. And of course, if the Sims team shares anything, I'll be back as well. Take care. Happy life simming.